Welcome back to the Traveling Marketer. You would know by now if you've watched a few of our videos that I take advantage of any excuse to celebrate, especially celebrating love. We still celebrate our boyfriend-girlfriend anniversary, and since we got married twice, one in Sydney and one in Boracay in the Philippines, we also celebrate both of them. We also celebrate Valentine's Day, but never on the day. I kind of refuse to pay for all the extras during Valentine's Day, but during Christmas and New Year's, I'm happy to pay for that, just not in Valentine's Day. So if you are watching this on or near Valentine's Day, happy Hearts Day to you.
We're going to Blacktown to have a trip down memory lane today. We went there for our first date, had to wait 12 hours for someone to
2 hours.
arrive.
I was 2 hours late. It was, I was new in Australia and I got lost. But anyway, I kept texting him that I was on my way. I was going to show up.
And then when she finally got there, we went and watched Inception.
Yeah, I don't remember any of it. We probably have to watch that again. Anyway, thank you for waiting. Anyway, we are going to have Ethiopian food for the first time today as well. We're going to Blacktown. That's where we had our first date. And we will tell you guys a bit of a story time of how we met on our way there. So let's go.
Bye.
Okay, it's story time. So Wade and I met in a night ride bus. Wade, why don't you tell them what a night ride bus is?
Well, here in Sydney, trains stop running around 1 a.m. depending on where you're going. If you want to get home after that, you've got to catch a bus, and that's what we call the night ride bus.
So I was a couple of months in Australia. I was out with some friends for a birthday, and obviously Wade was out quite late as well with some workmates. And then because since the trains are no longer running, I took the night ride bus, and so did he, and we both took it at Town Hall. I was in first, and I was a bit tipsy, a bit drunk, but you know, I know what's happening. And then he walked in, and I thought, oh, he's kind of cute. And then he walked in, and he sat right next to me. All right, so wait, from your point of view, so you walked in, and what was that like?
Damn, no window seats. But there's a seat here next to this girl. I'm just going to sit there and go to sleep.
Rude. He did sit next to me. It was still during, so this was what, 2010. That's right. I had an iPod. Literally, guys, there was still an iPod. That bus got busy real quick, and on to the next stop. That's pretty much where it got packed. And I noticed there was like some backpack hitting you, so I asked him if he wanted to move closer. I was just being polite because I noticed that he was getting hit by that bag. On to that next stop, and given a Friday night, it was very late. Obviously, a lot of drunk people. A drunk lady hopped on, and that's when it started, you know, to get a bit crazy. There were some Indians behind us. They had a turban on, and she was just giving them a really hard time. Some racist remarks like, take off your, go back to where you came from, that kind of stuff. And thankfully, those guys were just ignoring her the whole time. And then finally,
they were pretty chill about it. They were pretty funny, just saying, yeah, don't worry, we're just here for the cricket. We're on a plane tomorrow, we'll be going, don't worry, we're just here for the cricket.
I bet they're still here. But anyway, got onto Parramatta, and that's when it really went cuckoo over there, right? So she finally got off, and then someone decided to say,
it was a skinny white dude up in the back who'd been horribly offended by all the racist remarks that she hadn't directed at him, probably.
Good on him, though. Good on him.
And he said, it's about time you got off your racist pig.
And
then she absolutely blew up, saying, how dare you call me racist? My son is black. And started trying to do her best to push her all the way to the back of the bus to hit him with her bag while everyone else was trying to get off. And people started fighting.
All right, it started raining. Focus on driving. It was really crazy. Everyone started punching each other. Like no one, even people that were not involved to begin with. It was just crazy. And those Indian guys were just right there. They weren't doing anything. It just got crazy. Everyone started to fight. The bus drivers just like looking at what's happening, not trying to stop anything. And then Wade at the time, before he had his LASIK, was wearing his glasses, trying to be a gentleman, or I don't know. It's like, he tried to break off the fight, but he didn't want to break his glasses, so he handed that to me. And then finally the cops arrived, and literally they wiped off the whole bus. There were like 5 of us left, and and then you could literally see them outside. You know how when the cops put them on the ground, it was pretty bad.
Quite a few of them were resisting arrest, so you just saw the police slamming them into the ground as we were leaving Parramatta Station, with like 10 people left on the bus that wanted to keep going and were hiding in the corners while the police were ripping everyone off the bus.
We gave 2 different statements. I said 5, you said 10. Which one's lying? Okay, so we didn't really obviously say anything to each other up until then. So we finally left Parramatta and we started talking. Obviously, that was crazy. Just got to talk to each other. I gave him his glasses back.
Yeah, what better icebreaker than police ripping people off a bus?
Did you pay her to do that? I'm kidding. All right. Okay, so then we finally got to Blacktown. That was my stop. And actually, Wade's one usually is a different night ride bus because he lived in It is, babe. I had a look at it. It's like that. So yours would go straight to Penrith, but for some reason that night, it had to stop at Blacktown and then you waited for your train, right?
No, it was in all stops to Penrith.
Was it? But why did you get off at Blacktown then?
Because I wanted to help you find a taxi and get your number.
Really?
I had to build up the courage to ask you for your number, not while you were just running off the bus.
He did try to help me find a bus. So we got off the bus. Sorry, yeah, a taxi. We got off the bus and I was living at my brother's place at that time, and that was still it's yellow. That was still we were trying to avoid all these tunnels as we do our story. But anyway, there is a taxi rank in Blacktown. We'll see if we can actually film that and find that today, because it might be close to where we're going. So we got there and he insisted we got off the bus. He insisted that he'll help me find a cab. And I said no. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, I insist. I'm like, all right. And then we got to the taxi rank and there's no need to help me because there was like 50 cabs waiting in line in there for everyone. That was funny. And then as I hopped on my taxi,
I asked her for her number.
He did too. But he did not text me until how many days after? I was like going crazy. He didn't text me straight away. Not the night of, saying like, hope you got home safe or anything like that. And I think not even the day after. He played tennis the day after.
Well, technically it was that day.
Correct, that day, yeah.
So I got home at about 6 a.m. because after I got off the bus, there was no other buses going from Blacktown to Penrith, so I had to wait until trains started at 5:30 in the morning.
He must have liked me.
And then I got back home. I had an hour's nap, and then I went and played singles.
Tennis. He's a really good tennis player. At least he was. At least he was. He is my Andy Roddick. Anyway, you did text me though Sunday, I think. The Sunday. Because that was Friday. Obviously Saturday nothing happened. And then Sunday afternoon, he finally texted me if I wanted to go on a movie date. Yeah, so to Blacktown. And I think he picked Blacktown because it was closer to me.
I had a car, you didn't.
Correct. He had a car. And that's not the reason I dated him. Anyway. No! Anyway, so yeah, we watched the Inception, and that's when it wasn't
the car, it's the passport.
Whatever. Anyway, I will probably link up this story. We did apply for a de facto visa. You'd want to hear that story. But anyway, yes, that's how we met, and we'll see if we can have a look at all these places in Blacktown where it all happened.
The end.
The end. See you guys there. Alright, so we just got here in Blacktown. That's Wade parking right now. Finding parking is not easy. I know I always talk about parking because I like to drive, don't like to commute. And it was quite busy. And we found a 30-minute parking, but it finishes in about 20 minutes, so we should be fine. Hi, Wade, did you like the car?
Yeah.
All right, okay, so we are walking to Gursha now. I'm so excited because I've heard so many good things about it. It always pops up as one of the best restaurants to try in Blacktown or even in all of Western Sydney. So I am very excited, and it's our first time to try Ethiopian food. What?
Can you get your Ethiopian and I can get a kebab? It's
Which sauce? We'll show you guys when we get there. Wade's hungry, running across.
Baby, it's you and me. It's only you I see. Yeah. If we talking about anything, girl, let's talk about us. All the ways I wanna fall in love. All the ways I wanna build your trust.
Kebab after kebab after kebab. Bloody hell.
Come inside, I wanna feel your touch. Elevate, I'm gonna lift you up.
Can you look like you're reading the menu, please? Not upside down. Really not upside down. Wait.
If we talking about anything, girl, let's talk about us. All the ways I wanna fall in love. All the ways I wanna build your trust. Yeah. You standing here with me, can't be.
Alright, do you remember which one's which, baby? That's the chicken, which I thought was the beef. That's a chicken with some egg. That is an egg for sure. Oh yeah, 2 eggs. The lamb. Some sort of beef. This is some cottage cheese, I think, and that could be, that's medium. It would have been interesting to order it raw, but anyway. And just a beef sauce. And then you just eat it with this bread. So I've washed my hands. Are you not gonna wash your hands? All right. Which one did you say is spicy? Which one? The beef sauce? I'll try the lamb first because it's closest to me. I like the lamb. Got a bit of a sour tinge in it. I'm gonna try this one. This rosemary.
Feel your touch. Elevate, I'm gonna lift you up.
My first time to try it after drinking. Maybe that's how it's. What's it like? Really good, thank you. It's messy. So if you're like me, that don't like mess when you're eating, it'd be a challenge. Because I gotta eat up so much, use up so much tissue because I keep wiping. All right, we're gonna keep eating now because my fingers get dirty and I don't want to turn it on and off the camera because it'll get dirty. I'll come back. All right, okay. So this is the taxi rank where Wade tried to help me look for a cab. See, so many taxis. That's how it was. Not even worse before. This guy's mask on, making me feel bad. All right, so what did you think of the food, Wade? Okay, I'm gonna start. As I was telling Wade, because it's mostly, it reminded me of eating Indian food when you have different variety of curry. So it's like that, but it's not all curry, but it just reminds me of that. And I was thinking, oh my God, it would definitely go well with rice, I thought, as I was eating it. But they serve it with some sort of flatbread that has a sour aftertaste and surprisingly very filling. What do you think?
It was very filling. It's always fun eating with your hands.
Always.
It's very messy, but it was all right.
Yeah, it was good.
Definitely a home sort of vibe.
Yes, I like the homey vibe. Everyone that walked in there, we were the only, I suppose, non-African people that went in, and it definitely, we're getting looks, but it's okay, and it was a good experience for us. It feels like an auntie is just cooking something in the background because in the kitchen, because everyone that walked in, they all knew each other, didn't they? It's cool.
Yeah. I feel like they lost a bit of street cred having a white guy eating in there, but
Yes, they did. It's really good. Happy. And I was just telling Wade as well, like, there's the underlying quality of meat I think could improve, but it's still, I mean, with this curry though, you cook it so much and so much spices that you probably don't need a top-notch quality, but I wonder if it would make a difference. Wade is, saying I'm being too much of a princess for that.
it's priced appropriately.
I know it is. We're back home now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't tried Ethiopian food, then hopefully that inspired you to give it a go. And if you have, do let us know in the comments if you enjoyed that. There are more food trips up here in the link. We'll see you again next time. Thank you so much and happy Hearts Day. Spread the love.